नारायणं पद्मभुवं वसिष्ठं शक्तिं च तत्पुत्रपराशरं च व्यासं शुकं गौडपदं महान्तं गोविन्दयोगीन्द्रमथास्य शिष्यम् श्रीशङ्कराचार्यमथास्य पद्मपादं च हस्तामलकं च शिष्यम् तन्तोटकं वार्तिककारमन्यान् अस्मद्गुरून् सन्ततमानतोऽस्मि। श्लोक 8 अध्याय 18 श्लोक 8 दुःखमित्येव यत्कर्म कायक्लेशभयात् त्यजेत् स कृत्वा राजसं त्यागम् नैव त्यागफलं लभेत्। Bhagavan is describing three types of tyaga. Yat karma kayaklesha bhayat dukkham ityeva tyajet. So the karma is given up thinking that it is dukkham, it is difficult. Dukkham ityeva, thinking that it is difficult. Kayaklesha bhayat, on account of the fear of fatigue in the body. Tyajet, if one gives up karma in this manner, saha rajasam tyagam kritva, he does rajasatyaga. That kind of tyaga is rajasatyaga, and such tyaga will not have any phala. Tyaga phalam na labhet eva. He will not get tyaga phala at all. Bhashya kinch dukkam ityeva yat karma kayaklesha bhayat sharira dukkha bhayat tyajet parityajet saha kritva rajasam rajo nirvrittam tyagam naiva tat tyagaphalam jnanapurvakasya sarvakarmatyagasya phalam mokshakhyam na labhet na eva labhate. Kincha, also dukham ityeva yat karma, which karma, dukham ityeva, thinking that it is dukkha, it is difficult, it is troublesome, kaya klesha bhayat means sharira dukkha bhayat, on account of the fear of difficulty in the body, fatigue in the body. Tyajet, parityajet, one gives up the karma. Saha, rajasam is equal to rajo nirvrittam, caused by rajoguna. Tyagam kritva, having done such tyaga, naiva tat tyaga phalam labhet, he will not get the phala of tyaga. What is tyaga phala? Bhashyakara says, the phala of true tyaga, true karma tyaga is moksha. The true karma tyaga is possible only with the jnana. Therefore, jnana purvakasya sarva karma tyagasya phalam. The sarva karma tyaga, giving up of all karma, is possible only with the jnana. Jnana purvakasya. It is possible only through jnana. So that kind of karma tyaga leads to moksha. Phalam, the phala of such karma tyaga is moksha. Mokshakhyam, it is called moksha. Mokshaha akhya yasya tat mokshakhyam. Its name is moksha. It is called moksha. Na labhet, na eva labhet. He does not attain. Na labhet is equal to naiva labhate. He does not attain. Shloka 9. Karyamityeva yat karma niyatam kriyate arjuna sangam tyaktva phalam chaiva satyagas satviko mataha. Now satvika tyaga. He Arjuna, O Arjuna, yat karma karyam ityeva niyat ityeva sangam tyaktva phalam cha eva tyaktva niyatam kriyate. Sorry, yat niyatam karma. Yat niyatam karma karyam ityeva sangam tyaktva phalam cha eva tyaktva क्रियते सह त्यागः सात्विकः मतः. यत नियतं कर्म Niyatam karma means nitya karma, the obligatory karma, the karma which is enjoined by the Shastra and which is obligatory. Mainly nitya karma. Even naimittika karma and prayaschitta karma should be understood, not kamya karma. So niyatam karma. Karyam ityeva kriyate. It is done just because it is one's duty. It is karyam. It should be done. It is right to do because it is enjoined by the Shastra. So karyam ityeva kriyate. Sangam tyaktva, giving up sangha without attachment to the karma. Karmani sangam tyaktva. And phalam tyaktva. Karmanaha phalam tyaktva. Even the phala is given up. Kriyate. Sahatyagaha. This tyaga is called satvika tyaga. Satvikaha mataha. It is known as satvika tyaga. कः पुनः सात्विकः त्यागः. Then what is satvika tyaga? Already tamasa and rajasa tyagas are told. Then Arjuna gets a question in his mind. Arjuna is waiting for satvika tyaga. Bhashyakara is putting the question into Arjuna's mouth. Then what is satvika tyaga? Bhashya. Karyam कर्तव्यम् इत्येव यत् कर्म नियतं नित्यं क्रियते निर्वर्त्यते. हे अर्जुन, संगं त्यक्त्वा फलं च एव नित्यानां कर्मणां फलवत्वे भगवद्वचनं प्रमाणम् अवोचाम. अथवा यद्यपि फलं न श्रूयते नित्यस्य कर्मणः तथापि नित्यं कर्म कृतं आत्मसंस्कारं प्रत्यवाय परिहारं वा फलं करोति आत्मनः इति कल्पयत्येव अज्ञः. तत्र तामपि कल्पनां निवारयति फलं त्यक्त्वा इत्यनेन. अतः साधु उक्तं संगं त्यक्त्वा फलं च इति. सह त्यागः नित्यकर्मसु संगफल परित्यागः सात्विकः सत्वनिर्वृत्तः मतः अभिमतः कार्यम is equal to कर्तव्यम कार्यम कृ plus ण्यत् प्रत्यय becomes a कार्यम ऋहलोर ण्यत् instead of ण्यत् if you add tavyat it becomes kartavyam. So both are kritya pratyayas, both have the same meaning. Karyam is equal to kartavyam. That which should be done is called karya. Ityeva yat karma niyatam. Niyatam is equal to nityam. It is nitya karma. Kriyate means nirvartyate. It is performed. He Arjuna, sangam tyaktva, giving up sanga, giving up attachment to the karma, phalam cha eva, and also giving up the phala. Nityanam karmanam phalavatve bhagavadvachanam pramanam avochama. No, according to some people, the nitya karma does not have phala. In that case, how can Krishna say phalam tyaktva? If nitya karma does not have phala itself, phala at all, then how can phalam tyaktva become relevant for nitya karma? Then Bhashyakara says, we have already mentioned this. Nitya karma have phala. For that, Bhagavad Vachana is pramana. Bhagavad Vachana means some other statements in Gita Shastra itself, some other statements of Bhagavan himself are pramana to say that Nitya karma have phala. Nityanam karmanam phalavatve. For the fact that Nitya karmas have phala, Bhagavad Vachanam pramanam, Bhagavad Vachana, Ishvara Vachana, Krishna's words, pramana, it is the pramana. And we have already told this earlier in the same chapter. It was mentioned. You can see, look back, and you will find. So why Bhagavad Vachana has to be pramana? Because in the Shruti, phala is not told for Nitya Karma. For example, Sandhya Vandanam is enjoined by the Shastra. Aharahas Sandhyam Upasita. Such a statement is there. But what is the phala of Sandhya Vandanam? The Shruti does not say. Likewise, any Nitya Karma, the Shruti does not state the phala. Whereas for Kamya Karma, the phala is stated. For example, Putreshthyayajeta putrakamaha. One who wants a son should perform the yajna known as Putreshti. The phala is told, Putrakamaha. If you want son, do Putreshti. then you understand what is the phala. Getting a son is the phala. So for kamya karmas, the phala has been told in the Shruti itself. But for nitya karma, the phala is not mentioned in the Shruti. Then what is the pramana to say that nitya karmas have phala? Even though there is no phala mentioned in the Shruti, in Smriti, phala is told. That is why Bhagavad-vachanam, Gita-vachanam, the words of Gita, which is a Smriti pramana, it is pramana for that. This is one way of justifying phalam tyaktva. Now, Bhashyakara is giving another way of justifying phalam tyaktva. Supposing that nitya karmas do not have any phala, nowhere the phala is told. Let us assume. Even then, an ajnani will do a kalpana. He will speculate a phala. The Shastra has asked us to do this karma. Therefore, it must have some phala. What is the phala? One phala may be Atma Samskara. It is meant for purification. Or another phala may be Pratyavaya Parihara. Avoidance of Pratyavaya. According to some people, Nitya Karma do not have any positive result. But if you do not perform Nitya Karma, you will get Pratyavaya. Akarane Pratyavaya. That is why the Nitya Karma has to be done. They give the example of cleaning. We have to clean the room every day. What happens if you clean? Does cleaning add anything to the room? The cleaning is not going to add anything to the room. But if you do not clean, it will add something. It will add dust and so on. That is why every day cleaning has to be done. In the same manner, doing Nitya Karma will not give any positive result, but not doing Nitya Karma will add Pratyavaya. Therefore, in order to avoid Pratyavaya, Nitya Karma has to be done. This is some people's thinking. According to some people, it is so. So, let us see. Athava, or else, even if you do not take Bhagavad Vachana as a pramana for Nitya Karma, for phala of Nitya Karma, Yadyapi phalam na shuyate nityasya karmana, even though no phala has been told in the Shruti for Nitya Karma, phalam na shuyate means phala is not told in the Shruti for Nitya Karma. Tathapi, yet Nityam Karma Kritam, the Nitya Karma which is performed, it will produce some phala. What kind of phala? Atma samskaram. Atma samskara means chitta shuddhi. It will produce chitta shuddhi or pratyavaya parihara or avoidance of pratyavaya. This kind of phalam karoti atmanaha. It produces such phala for oneself. Atmanaha, for oneself. Iti ajnaha kalpayati eva. An ajna, an ajnani definitely speculates so. He understands so, even though it is not told directly in the Shruti. Tatra tam api kalpanam nivarayati. Now Krishna, when he says phalam tyaktva, one should give up the phala of nitya karma, then what he means is you should not expect any result even in the form of chitta shuddhi. Tam api kalpana, this kalpana also, this thinking also, this expectation also. Here kalpana means expectation. Even this expectation that nitya karma will produce chitta shuddhi, therefore I am doing nitya karma, even that is not a desirable attitude. First of all, nitya karma gives swargadi phala. This attitude is not correct. If I do nitya karma, I will get swargadi phala, or I will get wealthy or healthy. Therefore, I am doing nitya karma. This is not a proper attitude. In the same way, nitya karma will produce chitta shuddhi. Therefore, I am doing nitya karma. Even this is not a proper attitude. Then what should be the attitude? Karyamityeva. It should be done because Ishvara's ajna, it is Ishvara's ajna. Shruti Smriti Mamaivajne. The Shruti and Smriti have asked me to do that karma. Therefore, I should do the karma, irrespective of whether I am getting phala or not. This is the proper attitude. Because in this attitude, you are offering the karma totally to Ishvara. If you look into Adhyaya 2, Siddhya Siddhyo Samo Bhutva Samatvam Yoga Uchyate. Even there, Bhagavan has given the same interpretation. Siddhi, what is Siddhi? Even the Chitta Shuddhi, I should get. Whether I get Chitta Shuddhi or whether I don't get Chitta Shuddhi, I am doing the karma because it is Ishvara's karma. This is the desirable attitude. Therefore, phalam tyaktva, by saying phalam tyaktva, Bhagavan is asking the mumukshu to give up even such expectation. The expectation that Nitya Karma gives Chitta Shuddhi also. So, Tamapi Kalpanam Nivarayati. Bhagavan negates even such expectation. Phalam Tyaktva Ityanena. By saying Phalam Tyaktva. Ataha. Therefore, Sadhu Uktam. it has been properly stated. Sangam tyaktva phalam cha iti. This statement, Sangam tyaktva phalam cha, is a proper statement because through this statement, Bhagavan asks a mumukshu to give up any form of expectation of result. Sahatyagaha, that tyaga, this tyaga is not a karma tyaga. If you look into tamasatyaga and rajasatyaga, it was karma tyaga. You had to give up the karma. But this is not karma tyaga. This is phalatyaga, sangatyaga and phalatyaga. Sangaphala parityagaha, nitya karmasu sangaphala parityagaha. This tyaga is in the form of giving up of sangha and phala with respect to nitya karma. Satvikaha means sattva nirvrittaha. It is caused by sattva guna. Mataha, abhimataha, it is understood so by the wise men. Now, a question is raised. Nanu karma parityagaha trividhaha sanyasaha iti cha prakritaha tatra tamasaha rajasascha uktaha tyagaha katham iha sangaphalatyaagaha तृतीयत्वेन उच्यते यथा त्रयः ब्राह्मणाः आगताः तत्र षडङ्गविदौ द्वौ क्षत्रियः तृतीयः इति तद्वत्. Now, Purvapakshi is asking, in the beginning, Bhagavan said, Tyaga are of three types. And the Tyaga was also known as Sannyasa. Tyaga and Sannyasa are same. By Tyaga or Sannyasa, what is understood? Karma Tyaga. Generally, by the word Tyaga or Sannyasa, Karma Tyaga is understood. Giving up of karma. Therefore, Purvapakshi says, giving up of karma is under discussion. Under the discussion of karma tyaga, Bhagavan is enumerating, is explaining three types of tyaga. Among the three types of tyaga, Rajasa and Tamasa tyaga are karma tyaga. Bhagavan is talking about giving up of karma. Whereas when he came to Sattvika tyaga, he is not talking about karma tyaga. Instead, he is talking about Sangha Phala tyaga. In Sattvika tyaga, you have to do karma. It is not karma tyaga. Therefore, Purvapakshi is fearing a discrepancy in Krishna's words. He began with the discussion of karma tyaga. And while explaining tamasa and rajasa tyaga, he talked about karma tyaga. But when he came to sattvika tyaga, he is not talking about karma tyaga. Is it not a discrepancy? Is it not an incoherence, inconsistency in Krishna's words? This is Purvapaksha. See, nanu karma parityagaha trividhaha. The karma parityaga, giving up of karma, is trividhaha, is three types, and it is called sannyasa, sannyasaha cha iti prakritaha. This is prakritaha. This is under discussion. This is the context. The context is karmatyaga. Tatra, in that context, tamasaha rajasaha tyagaha uktaha. Tamasatyaga and rajasatyaga are told first. And they are in accordance with the context, because he is talking about karmatyaga. Katham iha sangaphalatyaga tritiyatvena uchyate. Then how can the third one, tritiyatvena, as the third one, sangatyaga and phalatyaga is mentioned? Purvapakshi is explaining the discrepancy with an example. Yatha, just as somebody makes this statement, three brahmanas came, trayaha brahmanaha agataha. Three brahmanas came. Among the three brahmanas, tatra shadanga vidau dvau. Two brahmanas are shadanga vidau. They know 6 angas of Veda. They are very highly learned brahmanas. Kshatriyaha tritiyaha. The third one is a kshatriya. First he said 3 brahmanas came, and then he says third one is a kshatriya. Is it not a discrepancy? Kshatriyaha tritiyaha iti tadvat. In the same manner, even Bhagavan seems to make a self-contradictory statement, an inconsistent statement. Then Bhashya Siddhanti says, Naisha doshaha tyaga samanyena stutyarthatvat astihi karma sannyasasya phalabhisandhityagasya cha त्यागत्वसामान्यं तत्र राजसतामसत्वेन कर्मत्यागनिन्दया कर्मफलाभिसन्धित्यागः सात्विकत्वेन स्तूयते सत्यागः सात्विको मतः इति। सिद्धांति is defending Bhagavan's statement. Naisha dosha. There is no dosha here. There is no fallacy here. Because even though in true sense tyaga or sannyasa mean karma tyaga, yet here the sattvika tyaga, sangatyaga and phalatyaga is called sattvika tyaga for the sake of glorification. In true sense, it is not a tyaga because it involves doing the karma. It is karma only. It is not karma tyaga. It is pravritti, not nivritti. Yet, it is compared to tyaga. It is equated with the tyaga in order to glorify the performance of nitya karma without expecting the result as a sadhana. See, naisha doshaha, there is no fallacy here because tyaga samanyena stutyarthatvat. Tyaga samanyena, on account of the general feature, the common feature of tyaga. In karma tyaga, there is tyaga. Even in phala tyaga, there is tyaga. Therefore, between karma tyaga as well as phala tyaga, tyaga is samanya. Tyaga is the common feature. Based on the common feature, the phalatyaga is glorified in this context by equating it with the karma tyaga, which is the absolute tyaga. Tyaga samanyena stutyarthatvat. Since this mentioning of sangatyaga and phalatyaga in this context is meant for stuti. Therefore, even though it is not equal, it is not karma tyaga, mentioning it in this context is not incorrect. Bhashyakara is explaining this statement, this sangraha vakya, tyaga samanyena stutyarthatvat. अस्ति हि कर्मसन्न्यासस्य फलाभिसन्धित्यागस्य च त्यागत्वसामान्यम्. Between karma sannyasa and phalabhisandhityaga, giving up of the result, giving up of the expectation of result. Phalabhisandhityaga, giving up of the expectation of result, as well as karma sannyasa. What is common? Tyagatva samadhi. Tyagatva is common in both of them. Both are tyaga. Tatra, among them, rajasa tamasattvena karma tyaga nindaya. So, Karmatyaga, which is in the form of Rajasatyaga and Tamasatyaga, they are criticized here. Nindaya. The Karmatyaga in the form of Rajasatyaga and Tamasatyaga are criticized, and by means of that criticism, the Sattvika Tyaga is glorified. Karma phalabhisandhityaga, the Tyaga, giving up of the desire for karma phala, Sattvikattvena stuyate, is glorified as the Sattvika Tyaga. Satyaga Sattviko Mataha iti. Therefore, since the context is glorification, it is not wrong to equate the phalatyaga with the karmatyaga, which is the true sannyasa. Sannyasa in the absolute sense. The phalatyaga is not sannyasa in the absolute sense. Still, it is equated to the sannyasa in the absolute sense in order to glorify. Shloka 10. न द्वेष्ट्य कुशलं कर्म कुशलेनानुषज्यते त्यागी सत्त्वसमाविष्टः मेधावी छिन्न संशयः. Tyagi. So, in this shloka, Bhagavan describes where such a tyaga, sattvika tyaga, leads a mumukshu. The phala of sattvika tyaga, meaning the phala of performing nitya karma with the phalatyaga. Eventually, he gets a chitta shuddhi and then he becomes mukta. He becomes free from all karmas. Tyagi, here Tyagi refers to the one who performs nitya karma, as told in the previous shloka. Sattvika Tyagi. In due course of time, Sattva Samavishtaha, his mind gets filled with the Sattva, Sattva Guna. Means his mind becomes a Sattvika. When the mind becomes a Sattvika, when the mind becomes a Sattvika, he is qualified for Jnana. Then Chinna Samshaya, his doubt regarding the ultimate goal of life and the means for the ultimate goal of life gets destroyed. When the mind is not clear, when the mind is not Shuddha, When the chitta is not Shuddha, people have confusion regarding the goal of life. Even some mumukshus, they are not very clear that I should get moksha only, I should get atmajnana only. There are certain other priorities in the mind. But when the mind becomes sattvika, all such confusions are gone. All confusions regarding the goal of life are gone. Such people are called Chinna Samshaya. So Tyagi becomes a Sattva Samavishtaha. Then he becomes a Chinna Samshaya. Each one leads to the other. And then he becomes a Medhavi. Medhavi means Atmajnana. Medha refers to Atmajnana in this context. Medhavi means Atmajnani. He becomes a Jnani. Once he has become a Jnani, he is free from the requirement of both Kamya Karma as well as Nitya Karma. Akushalam Karma na dveshti. A Jnani, he does not hate the Akushala Karma. Akushala Karma means Kamya Karma. He does not hate the Kamya Karma, thinking that Kamya Karma is going to bind me. As long as he is an Ajnani, he will have an aversion towards Kamya Karma at some stage. Not all Ajnanis. He is an Ajnani, but he is a Mumukshu. An Ajnani Mumukshu will have an aversion towards Kamya Karma, which is desirable at that stage because he has to give up Kamya Karma. Why he has the aversion? If I do Kamya Karma, I will get bound. It will lead me to samsara. An Ajnani has that kind of aversion. That is how why he avoids Kamya Karma. Whereas after getting Jnana, you don't have to hate Kamya Karma. Because even if you perform, supposing you perform Kamya Karma, you are not going to get the phala. The Kamya Karma is not going to yield its result. It is not going to bind. Therefore, he does not have any hatred towards Kamya Karma. Kushalena anushajjate. He does not get, he is not attracted to the Kushala Karma, means the Nitya Karma. Kushala Karma means the Nitya Karma. He does not have any affinity to the Nitya Karma. Unlike an Ajnani Mumukshu. An Ajnani Mumukshu shows affinity to Nitya Karma because it is the means for Chitta Shuddhi for him. Whereas a Jnani, he has attained Chitta Shuddhi. Therefore, Nitya Karma is not relevant for him. Therefore, he does not have the affinity to Nitya Karma. I should do Nitya Karma. He does not think so. Implying that he is free from all karmas. He is free from the need for doing any type of karma. Bhashya. Okay, we'll read the Bhashya tomorrow. Om Purnamadah Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om.